Professor Chen believes that the universal character of art refutes the prevailing notion that art is a blank of civilization, a cultural frill, a social veneer. So we want to figure out what this blank's going to be. Now, notice based on the structure of the sentence that he believes the universal character of art refutes the notion that art is a something of civilization, a cultural frill, a social veneer. So whatever goes in this blank is going to be something like a cultural frill or a social veneer. And what is a cultural frill? What is a social veneer? These are words that basically capture a certain superficiality of art in this case, right? So a frill is something that's kind of an unnecessary embellishment or detail. A veneer is kind of like a superficial surface or covering or appearance of something that actually hides a different truth underneath. So in both cases, we're talking about something that's superficial, kind of unnecessary, not essential to a society or to a culture. Whereas we see here that the professor believes that art has a universal character, right? So that would be opposed to this idea of something superficial, unnecessary, and so on. So we need a word that means something like superficial, unnecessary, and so on. So a guarantee. Well, no, it's not a guarantee. Let me actually delete these because these look weird. Delete these circles. Usually I delete them, but I forgot this time. So a guarantee, is it a guarantee of civilization? Well, that sounds kind of fancy and sounds kind of right, but does it mean something superficial or unnecessary? No. A hallmark of civilization? Well, he might think it would be because of the universal character, but he's not opposing it to the universal character to a hallmark, right? This would fit better with what he actually believes with the universal character. Something that's a hallmark of civilization is not superficial, it's not unnecessary. So for that reason, we can get rid of B. A record of civilization, again, it sounds right. It sounds like that art could be a record of civilization, but it doesn't, again, mean something superficial, something unnecessary. A luxury of civilization. Yeah, think about a luxury. A luxury is a good or some kind of object or surface that is pleasurable, but ultimately kind of unnecessary, right? You could almost think as well luxuries can kind of be superficial. They don't really have any, true deep down meaning because they're really just about surface appearance. So luxury fits here very well. A depiction of civilization, no, it sounds good. It sounds a little too general, though. Again, we need something that's more a little bit negative, but really something that's unnecessary and superficial. So the answer here is D, and this is an example, a tough question. What's hard about this is it's using a word, luxury, in a way that we're not used to it being used. So it's kind of a secondary meaning, or at least emphasizing different aspects of the meaning we're normally used to. And that's what makes this hard, because we look at luxury and we think, nah, it doesn't fit here, right? Art is a luxury of civilization. But actually, when you get into the meanings of all the words, you see that it actually does work. And that's what makes a question like this difficult. So this would be definitely a harder sentence completion based on the language of the sentence and how the words are being used in the choices.